So the book Lean Thinking really changed my life, and really I couldn't believe what I read. I studied business economics, big batches is cost efficient, and here I read about one-piece flow. It just blew my mind. And I was being Dutch, I'm blunt, so I called one of the authors, Professor Dan Jones, and said, you know, you gotta help me. And he said, well, there's only one way you could really learn what's in this book, and it's doing it. So go out and start practicing.
First, I would like to say thank you to Jim and Dan for publishing such an important book. I think that not many people understand and see that lean thinking is about business model. It's about way of thinking rather than another tool, another method.
The people that read The Machine That Changed the World had really a lot of doubts, yes. So many people thought that this is applicable only for automotive industry. Other people that read the book thought that this kind of efficiency can be achieved only in Japanese culture. Other people really wanted to try to implement those ideas. However, the book didn't explain how to do it, yes. So that's why Womack and Jones started their work in 15 companies.
So Lean Thinking, it's been 20 years since Lean Thinking came out. I was in Toyota at the time, working in the Toyota Supplier Support Center, and I remember Dr. Womack coming and visiting us, doing his research for that book, and it resulted in a lot of great case studies that kind of demonstrated for the world how this could be successful for everyone.
Here comes Lean Thinking, 1996, an incredible book. And we learned that lean thinking was not about, that lean was not about production, it was not about the automotive industry, but it was about thinking. And it was about how managers should think and behave differently in all industries, in all functions, in all departments.
When it was published, that Chinese publisher translated that and named that in Chinese is continuous improvement. But unfortunately, that time that when China, the economy and market was not really ready for lean. However, since 2008, export business has been reduced. The demand has been down. At the same time, that the domestic demand has not really coming up yet. Now people are very anxious to learn about lean, because that will help them to survive. So with that, and I believe that lean thinking will make the big impact in China in the coming years.
Lean Thinking book is not a historical book for us. It is a reference book and very alive. Anyone who is interested to work with us in any role has to go through and to be really fluent in lean thinking. You know, only 2 weeks ago, some people came to us to if he could work as part of our organization. I said that our first condition is to read the Lean Thinking book, not only once, but 3 times.
So I was studying with Dan when he was writing Lean Thinking, and what strikes me really about the book is that the principles are just as powerful and just as applicable today as they were all of those years ago. You look at some of the cases like the Coca-Cola case and the idea of specifying value and so on, still just as applicable. And I suppose Machine That Changed the World started the journey, but actually Lean Thinking for so many of us actually changed our worlds. So that's why this book's so important in the history of Lean.
I use the lean thinking as my compass.
Probably the most influential book in the lean movement.
To be honest, it changed my life.